So I didn't first hear about Service Saturdays long ago, and I think I was trying to remember what year it started or what year I first interacted with Project Humanities, and it was, I used to work with Performance in the Borderlands and helped to do some programming, and there was an event at...
Sorry to interrupt you. Can you have your hand off
Sorry.
from the table?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Totally fine.
Continue. So with Borderlands.
Yes, and so there was a joint event with Performance in the Borderlands and Project Humanities downtown, and I remember going to that. And don't remember where I heard Dr. Lester speak or something. It's been too long in the last decade. But when I heard him speak about teaching and humanities in action, it changed the way I approach teaching, like fundamentally, and courses that I was creating both at the community college and at ASU. And so that was super important, and I've gone to a lot of programming over the years, and one of the last things pre-COVID was an event at the Tempe, a film screening. And so anyway, based on that, I stumbled upon the Service Saturdays when I was looking. Santi was looking for volunteering opportunities and had done a couple of things, and I said, you might want to try this. And because I am a sole parent, without any other help, one of the things my dad and both of my parents have been very supportive with my kids, and so I think they've had a very intergenerational experience for all of their lives, which is one of the blessings, I think. But my dad volunteered because I don't love getting up early, that is true, and he really took to it and has been independently motivated to get up every other Saturday and go down there. And my dad and my mom, everyone was very supportive of that. Usually I'm taking Zora someplace or doing something. She was in the Nutcracker. So anyway, my dad has stepped in and been wonderfully helpful. I feel like I'm going off on a tangent, but so I have a lot of support from now my dad. My mom passed in July 2019 after a very short battle with cancer, and even through that, so I would say, I'm trying to remember when they started. I want to say it was 2018.
I know that Santiago said he started in the 8th grade. So
yeah, I think I was reflecting on that and like, okay, I know I've been, going to events with Project Humanities for a long time, but yes, it was 8th grade because he was in
JHS.
Yes, and JHS, and so he needed to do that, right? So it would have been sometime in 2018 or 2017 or 2018 that he's yeah. Whew, that's been a while. Sorry, having a moment. And even through my mom's illness and her passing, which was only a 4-month period, they continued to show up every Saturday or every other Saturday, and that was I don't know if they found community here or a sense of belonging, and that was really important. And I've seen Santiago grow a lot as a person in terms of his awareness and consciousness about both the blessings of what he has, but also what he has to give and how he can show up and make a difference. And I even, yesterday as an example, it rained, and I was on my way out for a hike, and we were saying, it's so lovely that it rained, the desert, smells great. And he said, but Mom, if you are people experiencing homelessness may not experience the rains in the same way. And he said, did you know a big problem is people getting their documents wet, and so and he said, I wonder if he started thinking about if younger folks can't go to Service Saturdays, like maybe one of the things he could do is raise money or raise funds to buy, I guess there are some bags or something specific to keep documents and to keep them safe. And so the fact that he's at 16 and the rain is also other than we're celebrating the monsoon rains in the summer, that he's also thinking about how the rain impacts the people that he meets every other week. And so that has been, I think it's one of the things that I celebrate from Project Humanities. So an awareness piece, how he's developing and seeing the world and seeing his ability to interact in ways that are constructive and generative. And he's like, Mom, oh my gosh, you're talking about me.
It's good things.
And then also like a leadership piece, like there's a sense that he has. It's so hard to talk about you when you're sitting there.
She's saying really nice things about you, though, I promise.
But he is very motivated. I would say he's now the leader. Like I may have opened the door, and it's been a great bonding thing, both with he and my dad for years, but now his sister, starting to come as well. And for me as a teacher, I teach in the Master of Liberal Studies program, and I teach a lot of humanities courses, and still thinking about humanities in action and how do we make these things matter in the world? Like, how do you bring your gifts and talents? And it's not just an academic exercise or an intellectual, it's about how do we start to think about the humanities as a bridge, as a catalyst, as a mode of connecting and interacting, and that's something that I hope that will extend to my students, but I credit Dr. Lester with sort of sparking that a decade